Let me show you the best camping and work light that you can currently get on the market. This is what the box of it looks like. And inside the box we actually get really decent packaging for the light. So it's properly packaged, and also we actually have this Type-C charger, so yep, it actually uses Type-C, and also a quick manual over here. And this is essentially what the light actually looks like. And when it comes to size, it's actually very compact. So again, as you see, it easily fits in my hand, and also it's very pocketable as well, so you can easily insert this in your pocket and it won't take up much space. So we have the diffuser panel on the top, so when you actually use the light quality will be very diffused and very pleasant. Also we have this tripod mount over here, so standard tripod mount essentially, so again you can mount it somewhere and use it as a work light or again camping light or whatever. And also we actually have this adjustable like handle over here, so again you can either use it as a handle or also to hang from somewhere. Also this is actually incredibly stiff, so that's what I really like. For example, on other lights these are kind of sloppy and again they do not stand very well. Also we can use it to like stand up our light here as well, as you see, basically in various different angles. So again, if you need a work light and again do not have anyone to shine a light for you in the correct angles that you need, again you can set it up for pretty much any angle. Absolutely brilliant. And if you want to turn it on, simply press the power switch and it will get turned on the minimum mode. And we have 3 different modes. Minimum, as is medium, and also maximum. On the maximum brightness it's around 800 lumens, but in real life I think it actually looks even more, something like 1000 or even a bit more. So overall the brightness is absolutely insane. I will show you that a bit later. Also you can press this essentially to change the light spectrum essentially, so you can kind of like drop down and it will reassemble maybe like a very warm light. I think this is absolutely brilliant. I hope you can see how basically the color changes. And again, in all modes, the light quality output is very, very pleasant. And on the back of the light, we even have solar panel. That's absolutely crazy. So as you see, basically, if I cover the panel, basically, yeah, it doesn't charge. So this tiny light kind of stays on and indicates if your basically light is charging. So I'm not outdoors, I'm simply near a window, and as you see, it's actually charging. By the way, if you're wondering how effective the solar panel is, then actually it's very decent, because I actually purchased another copy of this model a year ago and I gifted it to my father essentially. So this is a new unit for me that I got basically, but again he has been using it for pretty much every single day in his work. So again, he doesn't use this camping light simply as a work light, and he said in the whole year he has only charged the light up once, and the rest of the time it simply charges it up itself from the solar panel, as long as you leave it somewhere basically where you have some light shining, maybe on a car dashboard or again simply some table that simply gets some light, it charges it up itself. So again, if you use it for maybe like 30 minutes per day, then again you kind of do not ever need to actually charge it from the like outlet. Also, what's absolutely great, we can actually use this light as a power bank as well, so it actually has got some massive battery inside as well. So essentially, as you see, you have 2 ports, so you use a Type-C to charge it and this regular USB port to essentially charge other devices. So for example, as you can see, basically I can plug this in essentially and connect my phone, and basically my phone will actually start to charge. And when it comes to charging speed, we actually get some very decent speed, so it can charge at around 1 amp maximum, as you can see, maybe a bit more actually for some phones. And when it comes to the capacity, we are getting 2 18650 cells inside, and that essentially means if you take like any standard smartphone, you could essentially like give it a full charge essentially, so from like 0 to 100, maybe not 100, maybe like from 0 to 80%, if we like account for any inefficiencies essentially. Also, when it comes to lumens, as you see, it's rated for 800 lumens, but I think it's slightly more, so at least it looks a bit more. Also, we have IPX5 water resistance, so essentially that means we can actually like leave this a bit in rain or maybe again get some splashes on it and it won't really have any problems whatsoever. Maybe submerging it in water isn't a good idea because it's not rated for that, but again some light rain splashes again won't really be any problem whatsoever for this light. As you can see, it's actually properly sealed. And this is the brightness on the minimum mode. As you can see, you can still see everything very well, even on the smallest mode. And medium mode, it's absolutely freaking bright. And the maximum mode, I mean, it's as bright as in daylight essentially with this maximum mode. I mean, it's absolutely insane how bright this flashlight is. And again, it's also very well spread out apart. Again, minimum mode, medium and maximum. Absolutely freaking amazing. So if you need extremely bright flashlight or camping light or work light or whatever, really, I mean, it's absolutely insane how bright this thing is. It literally looks like a daylight. As you see, it's completely dark, but if I actually turn it on, I mean, I'm completely blown away by the overall brightness of it. And also let's change the color spectrum. So again, as you can see, you can drop down it to be basically like a regular incandescent bulb, I think. So again, the daylight, and again this kind. The brightness is absolutely insane on this thing. So I think it actually looks much brighter than actually the 800 lumens it claims. I think it even can look maybe like maybe almost like 2000 lumens, because it's so spread apart. Maybe in the specs it says 800 or 1000, but again, it actually looks and feels more brighter than that. And again, this is minimum mode. As you can see, even on the minimum indoors, you really do not even need much. But again, on the medium mode, I mean, it's just as bright as my like normal lights indoors. And on the maximum, I mean, it's absolutely insane how bright it is. So it's definitely way too bright to use it on the maximum indoors. So on the minimum indoors, it's really plenty. And again, we can change the colors just as we need. And yeah, overall the brightness of this thing, it's absolutely insane. And overall, is this light actually worth it and should actually get one? Well, if you are looking for extremely bright light with extremely good build quality, also that actually can act as a power bank as well, and obviously has solar charging, so you kind of actually never need to actually charge it, and also that's actually very versatile. Again, I think it's actually impossible to beat this. So as a work light, this really is absolutely brilliant. So again, it's very pocketable as well, so you can put this pretty much anywhere. So again, you do not really have to charge. Also, what I really like about these WarSun brand flashlights is that they always have actually really decent quality. So again, I have like 4 different lights from the brand, essentially basically for various tasks, and again, every single light I have received from them basically has been actually like the top quality. Also, what's great, they are very inexpensive as well for the quality you get. So again, usually if you actually want this kind of decent quality on a flashlight, you are looking to spend at least 3 times more than these lights usually cost. So they actually provide very decent panels on their lights usually, so the light quality always is like very pleasant and also like high quality. Also the build quality also always is really decent. Again, function wise also top notch. So again, if you are looking for a light like this, really in the market, this really has to be the best out there. Anyway, good luck.